If you're a driven entrepreneur who feels like you need 12-hour days to build a profitable business, but only have 3 to 4 hours available, and the pressure to make it work fast is paralyzing you into inaction, this video reveals why hustle culture advice is designed for people without your constraints, and the systematic approach that actually works for time-limited creators. Here's what nobody tells you. Most business advice assumes that you have unlimited time and zero existing responsibilities. But successful entrepreneurs with constraints don't work harder, they work systematically. The pressure to go fast actually slows you down when you skip the systems that create momentum. Just so you know, if you want to get ahead, I created a guide that walks you through this in an email series called 21 Days to Products That Pay. Grab it below. Just last week, I had 2 different clients tell me almost the exact same thing.
I only have 4 hours a day to work on this, maybe even less. So I need it to work immediately.
Can you feel that pressure, that desperation? Here's what's happening. You become so afraid of wasting your limited time that you end up overthinking everything. You research for weeks instead of building. You plan instead of testing. You consume content about business instead of actually doing business. And the hustle culture makes it worse. You could have Gary Vee and Alex Hormozi telling you to work as much as you possibly can. Grant Cardone saying if you're not grinding, then you're not serious. But here's the truth that they won't tell you. Most of that advice comes from people who either had unlimited time when they started, or they're selling you the dream, the vacation, and not the reality. But here's what I discovered working with many full-time moms, full-time employees, or other time-constrained entrepreneurs. Your limitations are actually your secret weapon. Think about it. When you have unlimited time, you waste time. When you have 4 hours, every minute matters. You can't afford to spend 2 hours researching fonts or going down rabbit holes. You're forced to prioritize. Most entrepreneurs with unlimited time never develop this skill. They busy themselves with low-value work because they can, and your advantage is that you can't. Let me show you how to structure, say, 4 hours for maximum impact. In the first hour, you want to build your foundation. This is about your systems, whether that's building email lists, creating templates that you can reuse, setting up automation. It's work that pays dividends later. And most people skip this because it doesn't feel productive when you do it, but this is what separates sustainable businesses from ones that will burn out. In hour 2, it's creation work that scales. So this is your content creation hour, whether that's writing content or recording videos or designing with Canva or Notion. This is the work that will reach your audience and position you as an expert in your field. One piece of content can work for you 24/7. In the third hour, you want to focus more on connection. This is your relationship hour. So it's responding to comments, reaching out to potential partners or clients, engaging with your community. Revenue ultimately will come from these relationships and not just the products you create. And the fourth hour is about optimization. This is your improvement hour. It's analyzing what's working, testing new approaches, refining your systems. The difference between good and great is in the details. So a real example would be my wife, Carly. She is a mom, full-time, and she had a job. She could only work 3 hours a day. So she tried to hustle first. She would stay up late or wake up early, and ultimately she was just getting burnt out. And then we implemented this framework. Spend an hour on an email funnel, spend an hour on creating content, and spend an hour on engaging with her audience. And 90 days later, she had her first $5,000 month. Some of the tools that made it possible were ConvertKit for email automation, Canva for quick and easy templates and content creation. She uses a system called Paperbell for not only booking clients, but also signing contracts and taking payment, and using Notion and Cortex for systemizing her workflow. So ultimately, in 90 days, she was able to create a successful, profitable business and not feel like she's scattered and burning out. And I have this framework in the free guide that I created in that email sequence below. It shows you how your time constraints become your advantage instead of just an excuse. And now that you know that you can build profitably with limited time, you might be wondering what you're actually qualified to create within those constraints. So this video will reveal why you have everything you already need.